seated.
Hello, Your Honor.
Hello.
This is a case of Lohman versus Mitchell.
Thank you, Jerome. Good day, everyone. Good day. Ms. Lohman, you are in court today hoping and praying your fiancé, Mr. Mitchell, is the biological father of your daughter, London, and you and your mother are here to prove it. You say today's DNA results will determine the future of your family together. Is that correct?
Yes, Your Honor.
Mr. Mitchell, you say nothing would make you happier than finding out you are London's biological father. But you are in court today believing there is no way you are. You say if the DNA results prove you are not the father, next month's wedding is off. Is that correct?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, so you're joined by your cousin who fears you're being taken advantage of by the plaintiff. So, Ms. Lohman, today's results will determine the future of your family. Explain.
Your Honor, when me and Jonathan got together, I was very happy. We got engaged January of last year, and if London is not to become of Mr. Mitchell, then our wedding is going to be off, and that's going to, it's really going to upset me.
All right, and how is it affecting your relationship now?
Me and Mr. Mitchell, we fight all the time about, me telling Mr. Mitchell that London is his, and he will tell me, no, I don't think she is.
But you've
Everything
also told him
points
that
to her.
she's not, so...
No, I have never actually told Jonathan that he was not. I told him there was a possibility that he might not be, but I have never for sure told him he hasn't been.
So talk to me about the nature of your relationship.
In the case of Lohman versus Mitchell, the future of a family and a pending wedding rests on a DNA test. Miss Lohman seeks to prove her fiancé, Mr. Mitchell, is the biological father of her daughter, London. However, Mr. Mitchell, supported by his cousin, has doubts stemming from past uncertainties. Ms. Lohman insists she has been honest about the situation, while Mr. Mitchell feels these doubts have strained their relationship. With their wedding at stake, this case is a stark reminder of the critical role trust plays in any partnership. The DNA results will not only provide clarity, but also determine if this couple moves forward together or apart.
Okay, so at that point, Mr. Mitchell was just your friend.
Yes, Your Honor. About a week after that, we were in the pool, and we were swimming under the water, and he kissed me under the water, and I came up. And I didn't stop it. I let it continue, and we ended up having sex.
All right. And so, Mr. Mitchell, do you remember when your feelings for Ms. Lohman changed from friends to more?
Yes, Your Honor.
So tell me about what you came to love about Ms. Lohman.
I loved how she did stuff. I liked how she cared for me whenever I didn't have anybody that cared for me.
And she said you had a very tough childhood. Is that true, honey?
Yes, ma'am. I was abused. Had to do everything for my family. I raised my 3 sisters and my brother basically by myself. It was hard.
I understand. So when you moved in with Ms. Lohman, it was like finding a family, a real family.
Yes, Your Honor.
And they took you in, and you finally felt at home somewhere.
Yes, Your Honor.
All right. So this relationship now turned to more than a friendship.
Yes, Your Honor.
But you're still in a relationship with this boyfriend at the time. Am I correct, Ms. Lohman?
Yes, Your Honor.
So what was that situation like?
He never found out, and to this day, he still doesn't know.
He does not know to this day that you were also sleeping with Mr. Mitchell.
Right, Your Honor.
Was this just a one-time thing when you all ended up having sex, or did it continue?
It continued.
Were you using protection?
No, Your Honor.
So you have an ex-boyfriend.
Yes, Your Honor.
Who believed that he was the father until they split and she got with Jonathan and disappeared.
So when you found out you were pregnant, your ex believed it was his.
Yes, Your Honor, because at the time I also thought it was his.
Why did you think it was his if you knew you were also having sex with Mr. Mitchell?
At the time I was with him, so I wanted to make myself believe that it was my ex's.
Oh, okay, so you admittedly just lied to yourself and blocked out the Mr. Mitchell possibility.
Yes, Your Honor.
Mr. Mitchell recounts how their friendship evolved into a deeper connection rooted in the support he felt after a difficult upbringing. However, the timeline and circumstances of Miss Lohman's actions leave the situation clouded in uncertainty. As the questioning continues, the facts of the case grow more complex, setting the stage for critical revelations ahead.
You're there when the baby's born.
Yes, Your Honor.
Do you sign the birth certificate?
No, Your Honor.
No, Your Honor. At the time, I was confused as to who the father was, so I didn't want to put anybody on the birth certificate except myself.
Okay, well, that's responsible. So you don't put anyone on the birth certificate, but you're still there for the baby, Mr.
Yes,
Mitchell. And the baby starts to develop, and you start comparing features.
Yes, Your Honor.
And so then that furthers your belief that Mr. Mitchell is the child's father?
Yes, Your Honor.
You say they have the same eyes.
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, let's look at this. On the left is London, and on the right is Mr. Mitchell. And you believe that is an indicator that Mr. Mitchell is her biological father.
Not only that, Your Honor, my ex had little to no eyelashes. Mr. Mitchell has extremely long, thick eyelashes, and my daughter London does as well.
She's a girl. She can just get it.
Yeah.
It's
Okay,
not-
just
it's normal.
because she's a
She's
girl doesn't mean
she's
anything.
got long lashes.
Because I'm a girl. My mother's a woman. I mean, neither one of us have long lashes. We
So
have thin-
now London is 10 months old, and Mr. Mitchell, you say you've bonded with this baby.
Yes, Your Honor.
How so? Explain to the court.
I love her to death. She's amazing.
She's amazing, you say.
Yes, Your Honor.
He has been there from day one. He takes care of her. He watches her. He has become so attached to this baby, and he has treated her as if he's known all along that she is his. But the doubts are there, and it is better for him to know now. It's better for everybody, especially London, to know now if he is in fact for certain her father or if he's not. Because if it goes on for much longer, I feel like it will be more traumatic for everybody involved to find out later that he is not the father.
Mr. Mitchell was present at the baby's birth but did not sign the birth certificate due to doubts about paternity. A cautious and responsible decision by Miss Lohman, who left the father's section blank. Despite this, Mr. Mitchell remained actively involved in the child's life, developing a strong bond with baby London. As London grew, Ms. Lohman believed physical traits such as long eyelashes linked her to Mr. Mitchell. However, the court humorously dismissed eyelashes as a conclusive indicator of paternity. Now, with London at 10 months old, the emotional stakes are higher. While Mr. Mitchell has treated London as his own, the lingering doubts make it crucial to establish the truth sooner rather than later, to prevent greater emotional fallout in the future.
Jerome, I'm ready for the results.
Okay.
These results were prepared by DNA Diagnostics, and they read as follows. In the case of Lohman versus Mitchell, when it comes to 10-month-old London Leona Lohman, it has been determined by this court. Mr. Mitchell, you are not the father. Miss Lohman, I can tell that was not the news you were expecting to hear.
No, Your Honor.
Are we certain? Is your ex London's biological father, or is there
Yes, Your Honor.
another possibility that we just have not spoken about
No,
yet?
Your Honor, there is no other possibility.
Mr. Mitchell, I'm so sorry I couldn't give you the results you wanted. So now we have to figure out where we go from here. But we've got to now do the right thing. Mr. Mitchell, you have formed a beautiful bond with the baby. I know you said this relationship was on the line. Where do we go from here?
I'm gonna keep going. I'm gonna stay her dad.
You want to still stay in her life
Yes.
and be her dad. Okay. Let's figure out how we do that, because it is easier said than done. Do you want to try to make it work with Ms. Lohman?
Yes, Your Honor.
Good. Well, with that said, Miss Lohman, is there anything you'd like to say to Mr. Mitchell? He's been wonderful to your
I
baby.
want to tell you that I'm sorry and I love you.
I love you too.
So now we figure out how to move forward. And I want you all to figure out how you put this family together, but also help London find her biological father so she could hopefully have a relationship with him too.
The DNA results reveal Mr. Mitchell is not the father of baby London. Despite this shock, Mr. Mitchell decides to remain in her life as her dad, showing his commitment. The courtroom applauds as Judge Lake encourages them to find London's biological father while working on creating a stable family for her future